You know the feeling. You type a question into an AI chatbot, you hit enter, and almost instantly, this grammatically perfect, genuinely helpful answer just starts streaming onto your screen. It honestly feels like magic, but I'm here to tell you, it is absolutely not magic. It's actually one of the most extraordinary, incredibly complex mechanical engineering pipelines ever built by human beings. We're talking about a massive collision of math, silicon, electricity, and billions of learned parameters all racing to finish their job before you even realize you're waiting. Welcome to this explainer. Let's just dive right in and uncover the crazy hidden journey of your prompt. 2 seconds. That is the remarkably tight window we're dealing with here. From the exact millisecond your finger lifts off the enter key to the moment a fully formed thought appears right in front of your eyes, less than 2 seconds have actually passed. So we're going to start a ticking clock right now, and we're going to track every single fraction of a second. Now, to make all of this really concrete, we're going to follow one single literal prompt from start to finish. Our anchor for this journey is just going to be explain photosynthesis to a 10-year-old. We're not going to get bogged down in abstract AI theories today. Instead, we're going to follow this exact sentence step by step, stage by stage through the entire pipeline. So the big, absolutely crucial point here is what exactly happens in those 2 seconds? Where does your prompt actually go? How does it transform from everyday human language into machine logic and then somehow back again? Well, to answer that, we have to leave your device entirely and take a super fast journey across the internet. See, the literal moment you hit enter, your text doesn't go straight into some giant AI brain. First, it has to travel. It gets wrapped into a secure data package and blasted over the internet, often crossing literal oceans through undersea fiber optic cables at pretty close to the speed of light. At this point, we're roughly 50 milliseconds in. It's barely perceptible to us, but that's actually a huge chunk of our 2-second budget. Once it finally hits the data center, it runs into a load balancer. You can kind of think of this as a highly caffeinated traffic controller. Its one and only job is to instantly decide which server cluster happens to be available to take your specific request right now. Up to this point, honestly, it's just plumbing. But now the real transformation begins. Okay, here's a fact that genuinely surprises a lot of people. AI models do not read words, period. Underneath it all, a language model is essentially just a giant mathematical function, and math doesn't understand the word photosynthesis. It only understands numbers. So the first real step of the process is tokenization. This is the act of chopping your text up into small mathematical chunks so the model can actually digest them. Let's look back at our anchor prompt and see how this plays out. Explain photosynthesis to a 10-year-old. Gets chopped up into pieces. Think about how the word photosynthesis is split into photo and synthesis. That's because one token usually equals about 3/4 of a standard word. Each of these chunks is then assigned its own unique ID number from a massive fixed vocabulary of up to 200,000 possible tokens. So right now, your prompt is literally just a list of numbers. It might feel like we've completely lost the meaning of your sentence, but numbers are the only language the next stage actually speaks. We are now ticking along at just under 110 milliseconds in. An ID number tells the model what the word is, sure, but it tells it absolutely nothing about what the word means. Embeddings solve this. They convert every single token into a long list of hundreds or even thousands of numbers, which we call a vector. Picture this as a super precise set of coordinates in an enormous, high-dimensional space. In this space, words with similar meanings physically cluster together. So photosynthesis ends up sitting right near sunlight and chlorophyll. Your text is now pure geometry, ready for the AI to do some serious math on it. All right, now we enter the absolute heart of the modern AI model, the transformer architecture, and its secret weapon, self-attention. For every single token in your prompt, the model essentially asks itself, hey, which other words in this sentence matter most for understanding me? For example, if your prompt says, the plant makes its own food using sunlight and it stores that energy, self-attention does the math to figure out that the word it heavily relates to the plant, and definitely not sunlight. It maps out the deep context of your entire prompt. This specific stage is known as the pre-fill phase. And I've got to say, the sheer scale of the math happening right here is completely staggering. Because your whole prompt is already known up front, the model can process every single token simultaneously. It passes your request up through dozens of neural network layers, almost like moving up the floors of a skyscraper. And at every single floor, billions, literally billions of matrix multiplications are firing off. This right here is exactly why AI requires massive arrays of GPUs. They are purpose-built to do thousands of these calculations in parallel. Astonishingly, all of this deep understanding is built in just 50 to 200 milliseconds. But wait, Here is kind of the wildest, most counterintuitive secret about how these systems work. The AI does not know its entire answer before it starts typing. Not at all. It has to generate its response one single token at a time. We call this autoregressive generation. Everything up to this point was processed in parallel, all at once. But to actually speak back to you, the model has to predict just the very next most probable word, and it has to do it over and over and over again. Let's walk through how this sequential dependency actually builds. The model looks at your whole prompt and predicts plants. Okay, then it takes the word plants, feeds it back into itself alongside your original prompt, and predicts make. Then it feeds that entire new sequence back in to predict there, and so on. It's literally building a sentence like a tower, with every single new brick resting entirely on the one directly below it. And this repeating loop, that's what eats up the vast majority of our entire 2-second budget. Now, because the system has to keep feeding previous words back into the model for every single new word it generates, it would normally bottleneck and slow down to an absolute crawl. To fix this huge problem, engineers use a brilliant trick called KV caching. Instead of pointlessly recalculating all the complex math for the words it already generated, the model just saves or caches those calculations in its memory and reuses them. Without KV caching, a long conversation with an AI would just get agonizingly slower with every single message you sent. But actually, it gets even faster than that. Modern AI systems use a super advanced technique called speculative decoding. Instead of making the massive, heavy model painstakingly generate one word at a time, a smaller, much faster draft model essentially runs out ahead and guesses 4 or 5 words all at once. The big model then just looks at those guesses and verifies them all in one single pass. If the draft's guesses are right, the system just skipped ahead for free. This trick alone cuts response times by 2 to 3 times without sacrificing an ounce of quality. So as those final tokens are chosen, they hit one last invisible checkpoint before you ever see them. Safety and moderation systems are constantly running in parallel in the background, checking to make absolutely sure the output doesn't violate any platform guidelines. If it all passes, those numerical tokens are instantly converted back into normal readable text and streamed straight to your screen. You know that typing effect you always see? Yeah, it's not a cute visual trick designed to look cool. You are quite literally watching the raw autoregressive generation process happening live, word by word. Okay, let's take a quick breath and recap this insanely epic microjourney. In less than 2 seconds, your keystrokes traveled across the globe in about 100 milliseconds. In less than 5 milliseconds, they were chopped up into tokens and turned into pure geometric meaning via embeddings. The prefill attention phase processed all your context in roughly 200 milliseconds, and the entire remaining time was spent furiously generating, caching, verifying, checking for safety, and streaming an answer right back to you. We are talking about trillions of mathematical operations completed in the literal blink of an eye. So you might be asking, why does understanding this exact microjourney even matter? Well, it's because optimizing this very pipeline drives the entire modern AI industry. Whether you're using Gemini, Claude, Llama, or ChatGPT, this fundamental underlying architecture is exactly the same. There are entire, highly specialized careers out there dedicated solely to inference optimization, which basically just means making this process faster. Because when you're operating at the scale of billions of prompts a day, shaving off just a few tiny milliseconds translates into saving billions of dollars in hardware, electricity, and raw compute costs. Well, we've reached the end of our 2-second window. We've watched letters transform into numbers, numbers turn into geometry, and geometry build back into a coherent, genuinely helpful thought. So I'll just leave you with this. The very next time an AI answers your question in under 2 seconds, are you still going to see magic, or are you going to see the trillions of calculations, the glowing fiber optic cables, and the totally brilliant engineering racing across the globe, all just to teach a 10-year-old about photosynthesis? Keep learning, keep questioning, and hey, thanks for joining me on this explainer.